Dr. Livingood here with Hot Seats Talk. 2.6 billion prescription drugs were prescribed last year in the United States alone. Nearly 50% of Americans, are taking a prescription drug every single day. And as Americans, we take 75% of the world's medications. We only make up 5% of the world's population. We are drugged out in America, and I know as a doctor, a person that's taking medication is not living up to their full God-given potential. So our objective to you is to help you and your family get drug-free. That's why we're doing April 22nd's Medicine Cabinet Makeover. And so every single week in this office, we get to experience people coming off of medications and living drug-free. So our objective is to fill up our medicine cabinet, our drug freedom bin. We want to fill it and have an overfilling of people that are clearing out their medicine cabinets, coming off drugs, and replacing them with proper things that get to the cause of the real issue. April 22nd, your medicine cabinet makeover is the first time we're doing this with our intention of having a drug-free triangle where families don't have to be raised on drugs and medications, but understand the full potential and healing that is put inside of every single one of you. April 22nd, if you are not registered, register and get tickets today. 90 minutes. We'll bring you the information to help you and your family get drug-free. And so sign up today. You can see Katie or someone at the front. Do not miss our next workshop. Get back to wobbling.
So health is 100% function of the body. And health being our greatest asset means we need to make sure the body's functioning optimally. So what controls every part of every function, every organ, cell, and tissue in your body? It's your brain. And this is the big idea. The messages from the brain have to flow through the body like a river, out those nerve roots to supply life, health, and healing to every single part of your body at 100%. Your hearts are beating, your lungs are breathing, you're digesting the food that you're eating. 70 trillion cells are living active because your brain's telling it to. So we want to make sure that all the messages from the brain get everywhere at 100% with nothing interfering with it. For instance, if someone cuts your head off, what would happen? You die. If I cut the nerve root to your heart, what's going to happen? You would die as well. So is this a belief or is this a fact? It's a 100% absolute fact. This is not a theory. This is not a good idea. This is not, oh, it works for some people. It's not a, well, I'll give this a try. This is the exact law of life that controls you and allows you to even hear me right now. And so the main area we look to is the spine. And the great thing about the nervous system is the only system in your entire body that's totally encased in solid bone. You know, your brain's in your skull and your spinal cord's protected by the vertebrae of the spine. So why do you think your nervous system is the only system totally encased in solid bone? Because it's the most delicate and it's the most important. So when we look at the spine, it does a couple things. The first thing the spine does, it holds you upright, okay? And that is called your posture, right? Absolutely. So your posture is a direct correlation with your health, right? So be conscious of that posture. That's why we're correcting your spine to correct it to a proper, healthy posture. And the second thing the spine does is it protects. And there's three important areas the spine protects. The number one area is right here. Protects your brainstem. Just think the Christopher Reeve bone when he damaged right there. The brainstem's the conductor. It controls everything in the body like a conductor. Then the two other areas are your spinal cord and the nerve roots coming out. When your spine's aligned correctly, when it has the proper posture it should be, there's no laws being broken. So the messages from the brain flow from above down, inside out, to all parts of your body at 100%, or at least at its optimal God-given health potential. But now if there's misalignments or damages, or what your doctor calls subluxation, distorting your posture, under gravity distorting even more, now we're actually crushing the spinal cord, stretching the nerve roots, and blocking off vital information from the brain and the body. Now is that considered healthy or sick? It's considered sick. So that's why posture and the corrective care adjustments and the corrective care rehab exercises you do at home are essential for an amazing, healthy, potential body so you can live the life you're supposed to have.
Hey, it's Blake and Jessica Livingood here, just coming to you from the hot seats. We're getting ready to get our adjustments, but while you're sitting there, you can win. All you have to do is check into Facebook while you're at the office. So while you're in the hot seats there, you grab your phone. Jessica and I are actually going to check in right now. And so you go to Facebook, and in the upper right-hand corner, it'll say check in, and it'll ask, where are you? And you are at the office, Living Good Family Chiropractic, so you go ahead and start typing Living Good Family Chiropractic, and it'll actually pull it up for you. How are you doing over there?
Okay.
Oh, you already got it. Good. And once it shows that, then you go ahead and hit the check-in button. You got it?
Should I write a
There's
message?
mine. And then we should write a message. And I'm going to put at the office with my beautiful wife.
Oh, I didn't put that.
You didn't put that? What did you?
Love this place, lots of healing going on.
Oh, she said nothing about her husband. But you can write whatever message you want. And this week, win an Omega, free Omega, just by checking in. There was over 20 of you that did it last week, and someone won a vitamin D. So don't miss your chance at an Omega this week. Get checked in. As soon as you got it, go show the front desk and show them that you did it. Get back to wobbling.
Hey, this is Dr. Eric Shoemaker. I want to talk to you about your big why today. There's a quote that says, a man who has a big enough why can bear almost any how. So whatever it is that you want to change, maybe it's your nutrition habits, or maybe you want to lose weight, or just start eating healthier, whatever changes that you're trying to make right now within this Maximize Living 5 Essentials, I want you to think about your reason for it, because your biggest determinant of whether or not you're going to make it is how big is your why. A lot of people come to me and they'll say, I want to lose weight because I want to look a little bit better in a bathing suit, or I have this family reunion coming up, or maybe I just want to make some simple changes to my diet, but there's no real compelling reason. And I'll tell you, you got to have a reason, because if you have a big enough why, you will figure it out. If you have a more compelling reason than just, I want to look better in a bikini. So think about what it is that drives you when it comes to making these changes. If you want to lose 20 pounds, why is it? It needs to be something like, I can push my grandkids on the swing 20 years from now, or I watched my father die of heart disease and that's not going to happen to me. So instead of just the surface answer of, I just want to look a little bit better in my bathing suit, start thinking about the real reason, the thing that compels you to move forward. And I'm telling you, when you hit that switch in your brain, you're almost guaranteed success.
So the reason why I do what I do each and every single day is because in 1996, I was attached to a rapid deployment special forces unit in the United States military. They had dropped us off in the desert. We had been awake for about 5 days straight, and my driver, we were doing a night move for the last 8 hours. I had my head sticking out of the top of this tank, and I was watching through my NVG goggles where I looked at sand, which looks kind of white through the NVG goggles, and then the air looks black. All of a sudden, everything went dark, and I knew I was going through midair. Well, my driver had fallen asleep, and we went off a 75-foot cliff going 45 miles an hour in a 36-ton tank. When we hit bottom, my shoulder dislocated, fractured my spine in 2 places. They life-flighted us to local Army hospital. I got there where they gave me the toxic cocktail that they give everyone that has a car wreck or anything like that, the anti-inflammatories, the pain pills, the muscle relaxers. Went home, took the first set of pills. When I did exactly what they were supposed to do. Knocked me out, went to sleep, felt great. Woke back up, and this time the pain was worse than it was originally. So I took the next set of pills. This time when I did, I started to go numb from my feet all the way up to my neck. They rushed me back to the hospital. When I got there, they told me that I'd never walk again, that I was going to be paralyzed, that these medications, I had a side effect of them. You see, it doesn't matter whether you take the pill the first time, the 40th time, or the 400th time. These pills are medications that will literally shut your body down. They're poisons. They're not supposed to be there. And I don't want you waking up one day with a paralyzing diagnosis like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, whatever it might be. These pills are not there to fix the problem. You see, a pill can't fix your problem. You are already built with the answer inside of your body. It's right here. Your body was built and created to heal, and that's all you need. That's why I do what I do each and every single day.
Hey, get back here, get back here. Wait, I know you. I'm not done with you yet. Get over here. I got a few questions for you. How long were you in practice before Maximize Living?
4 years.
And just tell them how you found Maximize Living, because it's a pretty cool story.
So I was in practice. I was a regular chiropractor. And when I say regular, I mean not an ML. I had this mom that called my office, and she wanted to bring her son in. He had autism, and she began to describe me over the phone how he was very autistic, that he did the rocking, the banging of his head, non-communicative, very combative. And she said, I heard you guys were great. I want to bring you in. I want to interview you before you touch my son. I said, great, come on in, let's meet, let's talk. Well, she got there, and I was with another patient at the time, so I go over into the exam room. I walk in, and this young kid, about 10 years of age, stands up, walks over to me, looks me right in the eyes, shakes my hand, says, hi, my name is so-and-so. My neck hurts, can you please help me? And so I'm thinking, this is the wrong room. This kid doesn't have autism. And so I walk out, say, excuse me for a minute. I go talk to my front desk CA, and when I got up there, she's like, no, that's the right room. Go back in. You're in the right room. I walk back in. I said, you're going to have to clarify some things for me, and I apologize because I really just don't know what's going on. It's like I was under the impression that I was coming into a room with a kid that had autism. And she goes, oh, no. When I talked to you on the phone, I was telling you what he used to be like. You see, over the past 4 years, he's been being seen by a Maximized Living doctor in Texas. And this is the results of that.
In Maximized Living, we teach the 5 essentials. They're essentials. They're things that your body absolutely needs. It's not just 5 good ideas. And there's also 5 of them for a reason. So my challenge to you as a patient in a Maximized Living office is, how well are you mastering those 5 essentials? So we're working on the spine, we're working on the mindset, but how's your nutrition? How's your toxicity? How's your exercise? How much oxygen are you getting on a daily basis? Because it really takes all 5 of those for your body to function at its potential, and that's what we want for everyone. So in my office, I'll have people say, well, I've been to that workshop, or I was at a workshop a couple of months ago, but my question to them is simple. My question is the same to you. Are you doing it? So I know you came and you heard about the nutrition, but are you doing it? And if you're not doing it, then you got to get re-plugged in. I learn something every time I write a workshop or a talk, and I get excited and more engaged. I've been doing this for 15 years. So think about whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, whatever you're trying to overcome, whether it's some symptom, maybe it's headaches or asthma, breathing problems, fatigue, and start looking at it instead of this symptom. Start looking at it as what kind of interference is in my body that's keeping me from being healthy, and start with those 5 essentials. So look at it. Is it my mindset? Am I maybe believing that I have to be this way forever, or it's just my genetics? Is it my nervous system? So are you doing your rehab every day at home? Are you making sure you're making your adjustments and not missing those? Is it my nutrition? Am I eating the wrong things? Is that interfering with my body's ability to heal? And if it is, we can make some simple changes with the resources that you have. Oxygen. Am I not getting enough oxygen? Am I not moving? Your body was created to move. And if you're not moving, then you're going to have all kinds of interference that can cause the things that we just talked about. And the last is, am I toxic? So am I stuck taking medication? Am I toxifying my house? Is it the stuff I'm putting on my skin or using in the shower? And do I need to start going down that road? And I'll tell you, the answer is right there in your hand. It's the 5 essentials. So if you start focusing on all 5 of them rather than one, it's amazing what will happen to your health in the future.